So gut health is top of mind for a lot of people, but not everybody thinks about their pets. So today I'm joined by Carlton Osborne. He's the CEO of Animal Biome, and they do microbiome testing on pets, and they also have supplements. Welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here, Danielle.
Yes, it's great to be here in person.
Yeah.
So it's such a novel idea. You know, like I said, we all are thinking about our guts and immunity for ourselves, but not everybody's thinking about their pets.
Yeah. I mean, they're mammals just like us, and gut health is important to their overall health. And also, there's a little bit of an epidemic in cats and dogs. Gut health and skin conditions account for over 50% of all vet visits.
Really?
Yeah. And it's because a lot of pets have imbalanced gut microbiomes, and their pet parents aren't really thinking about how to get them back in balance until it's really, a messy problem.
Is that because animals are now domesticated and so their microbiomes are different than they were, hundreds of years ago?
That's part of it. And also, we tend to constrain their diet. So their diets are very mostly kibble and very high carbohydrate. And so it's a little bit like a human eating Twinkies all day. Your microbiome, your health isn't going to be that great.
Okay. So you've got a new launch, speaking of immune health. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so today we're launching Doggy Biome Immune Shield. And this is what they call a functional treat. It's a chew that you can give your dog 3 or 4 times a day. And it contains a really important new ingredient called Epicor, which is a postbiotic that has been shown to boost the immune system of dogs and reduce skin issues and also increase gut health. So we're really excited to bring it to market, and dogs love it.
Yeah, okay. So you're just saying dogs. Is there something in the works for cats as well?
Yes, we are working on cats.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you also have another
product for both cats and dogs.
Okay, what's that?
And it's called Saccharomyces boulardii. We call it SBOO for short, particularly around Halloween. And so this is a yeast-based probiotic that has been shown to reduce diarrhea and soft stool. And it works in humans, it also works in pets, but we're really the first company to bring it to market properly dosed for pets and in a powder form, so it's easy to sprinkle over their food.
Okay, so something for both dogs and cats.
That's right.
All right, and then I also want to talk to you about GMP, but probably not the GMP that most of us are thinking about.
Yeah, so we call it Gut Maintenance Plus, and it's a product that we brought to market last year, partnering with Dairyland Enzymes, and the main active ingredient is Pre4 Pro, and Pre4 Pro is a cocktail of bacteriophages. These are viruses that target specific bacteria, and in this case, E. coli. And Dairyland developed it for the human market for travelers' diarrhea. But we found that it's actually also helpful for cats and dogs who have chronic GI problems.
Okay.
And so we had been recommending another product for years and decided to create our own product that was properly dosed for cats and dogs, but also had S. boulardii or SBOO in it to address that diarrhea problem. And we've been seeing great results with it. And we now have veterinarians starting to stock it in their clinics and offering it instead of reaching for antibiotics.
Nice. And so you mentioned dosing. Let's talk about that, because how do you figure out the dosing? Because I know it has to be different than humans.
Yeah, so a lot of people think that cats and dogs are just small humans, and so if it's X dose for a 100-pound human, then it's 1/10 of that for a 10-pound cat. And it's not like that, because first they have their digestive tract works at a different rate than ours. So they call it transit time. And so sometimes they actually need more than 1/10, but it also depends on what the product is. And so many times we find with probiotics that actually need less probiotic than humans do, and partly because they have different native microbiomes, and so the microbes that they need to be healthy aren't the same ones we need. So if you're giving a human probiotic to a pet, you really need to ratchet down the dose. And so that's one of the things that we're specializing in. We've done about 12 research studies with our own product, with pet food manufacturers and supplement manufacturers, and dosing is a key thing that we focus on first. Do a dosage study, make sure that the product you have is appropriately dosed for a cat or a dog, and then figure out how to bring it to market.
Okay. And then before I let you go, is there any new research or anything else that you can tell us about that you might be working on?
Yeah, so we are going to be doing a number of studies with Epicor. So Epicor's was created by Cargill, and Cargill is one of our strategic partners, and we're going to be bringing many products to market based on that ingredient. But because we believe all of our products should be data-driven and based on science, we have a whole line of research studies that we're working on to show not just that this product worked in humans, but this product works for your dog or cat at the right dose to make a difference.
And that's important because there are a lot of studies out there for, say, products for humans, but they just used mice.
That's
so
right.
you're using the actual animal that is going to be taking it.
That's right. And so we're big believers in field studies. So Animal Biome really grew out of a citizen science project that our founder was doing at the UC Davis School of Veterinary Medicine. And so we've always done field studies with pet parents and their pets. And so that's how we do studies.
Okay, well, lots of great stuff for all the pet parents out there. Carlton, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Danielle.